Day 438, where ancient sacrifice meets a modern adventure. Imagine this. You are on a day 438 of cycling from Chandigarh to Australia, and you find yourself in the very land where one of India's greatest story of sacrifice unfolded. And today, I want to share not just my cycling adventure through Assam, but also the incredible tale of Rani Joymati Konwari, the brave queen whose story still echoes into these green fields. So these days, I'm cycling on the land of Om Samrajya, who has defeated the Mughals 17 times. So this story will unfold as my journey progresses. As I woke up at that petrol pump where I had pitched my net and sleep last night. Time is 7:50 after having a cup of tea and all. I'm starting from this HP pump. It's a sunny day. I'm riding towards Dibrugarh. Dhakua Khana is a place which is 27 km. DHAKUAKHANA. Of kettles are grazing the grass in the open farmland. Tribal theme village, I can see Jengrai Mukh. JENGRAIMUKH, which is 10 kilometers. So I will be going there, I think, and exploring it and show it to you. See these goats, they are walking in the middle of the road. Green grasslands, both the sides of the road, every side of the road it is same. They are going to sell their products in the different villages. See, these are the girls going to the schools on the bicycles, which is donated by the government here, just like West Bengal. For typical Assamese house, on the bottom they have made a platform like this and then they build the construction. I used to think that because of this shed, it must be very hot during the daytime. But I just came to know when I was staying there, no, that is not the case. Because that is very high, so that heat doesn't go down and it remains cool throughout the day. They have got this bicycle, that wooden made stairs to climb. And that is the one where they store the food for the cattle, and under that they tie them up. That is the hand pump which you can see for the water. Similar kind of houses are visible there also, and that is very unique about Assam, and I'm really liking this kind of a structure over here. And all the time I was thinking about those people who had shown the courage to protect this land centuries ago. After cycling a few kilometers, I met with some locals and I asked them that question which I always wanted to ask. Bhaskar.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम गोविंद बड़ा.
गोविंद.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम सिद्धार्थ.
सिद्धार्थ, ओके. पीछे जो घर आपको नजर आ रहा है उसकी शटरिंग का काम करते हैं. मैं जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये जो घर आप बनाते हैं इसको बोलते क्या है?
हम लोग का घर
ही बोलते हैं. और इसको बनाने का खर्चा कितना आता है?
ऐसे नॉर्मल घर बनाने के लिए तो कम से कम 1 लाख का अंदर ही बन जाता है.
1 लाख में कितना एरिया में बन जाए, कितना बड़ा घर बनेगा?
छोटा वाला. ऐसे नॉर्मल घर तो 1000 स्क्वायर फुट में आ जाता है.
1000 स्क्वायर फीट का 1 लाख का. ओके,
1 लाख का अंदर.
1 लाख के अंदर. तो उसमें नीचे जो प्लेटफॉर्म बनेगा वो सीमेंट का होगा कि बैम्बू का होगा? तो बैम्बू का सस्ता है कि सीमेंट का सस्ता है?
बैम्बू का सस्ता है.
बैम्बू में और कितना कम हो जाएगा?
बैम्बू का मतलब अपना अपना घर के ही रहता है.
बैम्बू घर का रहता है तो उसका कॉस्ट ही नहीं आएगा. तो वो 50, 60, 70 हजार कितने में होगा?
बन जाता है.
50, 60 में बन जाएगा. ओके. और सबसे महंगा क्या रहता है, बैम्बू या ऊपर वो जो टीन डलता है, शेड डलता है?
शॉर्ट में ज्यादा जाता है,
उसके ज्यादा खर्चा
है.
ओके. तो आप बोल रहे हैं कि जो आसाम के लोग हैं वो तो नॉर्मल घर बनाते हैं. तो लेकिन जो ट्राइब वाले घर हैं वो ऐसा बनाते हैं. तो ये जो एरिया है यहाँ तो सारे घर ऐसे ही हैं?
नहीं है, वो उडोर में जाएगा तो पूरा
आगे जाने से
सभी मिट्टी का घर बनेगा. तो ये नीचे प्लेटफॉर्म क्यों बनाते हैं आप? नीचे ऐसी जगह क्यों बनाते हैं जो आप ये देख रहे हो? इसको ऐसा क्यों बनाया जाता है?
वो ये जो बोलते हैं हम लोग का असमी से सांगर बोलते हैं.
सांगर बोलते हैं.
जानवर और वो जो नीचे घर के अंदर घुस जाता है वो इसीलिए उसको.
तो जानवर से मतलब है सांप?
हाँ, सांप.
जानवर मतलब सांप. वो घर में घुसे नहीं इसलिए ऊपर बनाते हैं. So when you say जानवर, what do you mean? Snakes, they replied, it's forbidden here. This make me remember the forbidden words of a queen who was aware of the fact that if she speaks, she could have saved her life, but that would have destroyed her kingdom. Rani Joymati was a queen who chose pain over the betrayal. So let me take you to the 17th century when the Ahom kingdom was in chaos. The kings were being overthrown. Enemies were everywhere. And in this kind of a darkness, a prince named Gadapani was running and hiding in different places. And that was because of a cruel king named Sulikfa, who was also known as Lora Raja, which means the boy king. He saw Gadapani as a threat, and this is where our story get heart-wrenching. So what happened? When the soldiers of Lora Raja could not find Gadapani, so his soldiers captured Queen Joymati, Gadapani's wife. They believed that if they tortured her, she would have revealed where her husband was hiding. As I cycled through the morning, I saw children in a beautiful yellow and blue school uniforms. ये गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के बच्चे हैं जो आप देख रहे हैं?
Yes, government.
इनका ये ड्रेस है, पीला शर्ट है ऊपर और नीचे ये ब्लू कलर का स्कर्ट है. They are going to the school with a bag on a bicycle. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Morning. Good morning. They were going to the schools. When I see their innocent faces, this again reminded me of what had happened into that ancient story with Rani Joymati. The houses I passed were simply built with bamboo and all the material available here in the nature. These could be built for 80,000 rupee, 1,000 square feet area. But you know, the simplicity, it had its own strength. Exactly the same way Joymati's simple yet powerful choice which she made, and that was silence over betrayal. After capturing Rani Joymati, when they could not find King Gadapani, the soldiers took her to a place which is there in today's Sivsagar district. That place is known as Jiringa Pathar. That green paradise became the site of Assam's most painful chapter. She was tied up there, she was beaten, she was tortured for days. Her body bleed, but her spirit, that was unbreakable. When I'm cycling here on the land of Assam, the Om Kingdom, I observed the simple life around me. I saw a girl weaving cloth on a loom, a woman, she was carrying her baby on her back. These scenes of everyday courage reminded me of Joymati's extraordinary courage. Despite of all the tortures, not only once did she reveal her husband's location. She knew that if she spoke, Gadapani would die, and with him, the hope of Assam's people would perish too. So despite of all the torture and pain, she chose to remain silent. It is being said that Gadapani sent her message to reveal the location and save herself, but she refused. This is so unique, huh? They come and sit on the ground. I have taken a stop, came to the another side of the road, and let me show you why. There are four women. So what they are doing, they are plucking it out, taking them in the basket and storing them at the bank. But what is the use of it? Any idea? Maybe if you can share. I used to think this plant is useless, but they are collecting it. That means it has some of the use. What is the use? The question now. I need to check. Maybe if somebody from Assam can help me out with this, because I really don't get it. What is the purpose? But it's really good to see them doing it. Maybe they are doing it for just to clean up this pond, or some other reason is there. Okay, मैं आता हूँ, रुको. मैंने इन भाई को रोका है. He will tell us what they will do. ये जो घास है, इसका क्या करेंगे?
वो लोग खाएगा.
बफेलो को खिलाएंगे.
हाँ, खिलाएंगे. अच्छा,
ये चारा है.
हाँ.
अच्छा. ओके. तो थैंक यू सो मच बताने के लिए. आपका नाम क्या है?
दिगंतो बरा.
दिगंतो बरा. अमित.
Thank you.
Seen in the previous videos, and even I have shown you that all the places you could only see the cows, white cows, brown cows. But this is the first time when I heard the name of buffalo from that gentleman. For the first time, I can see lots of buffalo in a group here. Is that a coincidence, or maybe my eyes just started observing them? But no, I have not seen them. That's the point. They all are taking a dip into the water. East here, tribal theme village, which is 550 meters on right somewhere. Let's go and find out where it is. It's difficult to find out. I need to ask. किधर है भाई? पुलिस स्टेशन आ गया है. तुम किधर हो? This is Jengremukh College, established in 1973. Okay, is this the gate? I really can't say, but it's like an open ground, nothing else. I got it now. I have to go straight and then the right turn. This is how the signboard was made, if you remember it. That's the school of Jengremukh. We're taking a right turn to the village from here. It's very confusing because after that point, I have not put in any signboard. बताओ थीम विलेज किधर है? ये ही इज नॉट अवेयर ऑफ। हाँ
अभी जो औरत जा रहा है ना,
जी,
हाँ उसमें ही है इस साइड।
अच्छा ठीक है।
मिल जाएगा, आपने किया नहीं अभी तक गेट?
अभी नया बना है?
हाँ नया नहीं है, खुलेगा अभी,
अच्छा, अभी
परमिशन दिया हुआ है।
खुलेगा।
हाँ खुलेगा अभी, नया।
टाइमिंग है उसका?
हाँ गेट खुला हुआ है।
गेट खुला?
10 तक।
ओके, आई एम कंफ्यूज्ड, रियली डोंट नो, बट नया बाजार 12, हल्दी बारी 16, खेरकटिया ब्रिज 3. Confusion is still going on. I don't know. He was saying that खुला नहीं है. What does it mean? Finally, I have reached tribal theme village Jangrayamukh. So this is how it is from the outside. I don't know what was the meaning के खुला नहीं है, but it shows it has the facility of canteen, cultural center, open air theater, cafeteria, and tribal huts like a accommodation. Because the gate is opened, so I will go and see what is there. Fooding and lodging opening soon. It has a parking, it has the bamboo huts, but not actually made with the bamboo. It's just a look from outside like a bamboo hut. Made like a modern rooms, all cement and all. Not the actual bamboos. That is the reception area. Open air theater is there. It's a newly made property named Tribal Village. Because nobody is there, so I cannot tell more about it. Maybe in coming time when the opening will happen and tourists will start coming, it will look more beautiful and active and alive. Instead of bamboo, they have used all the cement and concrete to made all of them, which is I don't consider is a good idea according to me. It has lost its charm itself. Very disappointed with this place. I had high expectations, but it doesn't look like a tribal theme village. It looks like more of a resort. So not very happy. Let's go back. मैं आता हूँ, रुको।
मतलब अभी तक नहीं ओपनिंग नहीं किया है।
अच्छा, बनाया है, ओपनिंग नहीं हुआ है। सच में? आप अपने लिए रखो ना। आप तो आप घर नहीं ले जा रहे थे इसको?
हाँ, घर पीने के लिए गाड़ी में रखा है।
ओके, ये कैंपा नया लॉन्च हुआ है ना?
आजकल तो कैंपा ही है ना।
हाँ,
आजकल तो कैंपा है।
ओके, दैट्स गुड। आपका नाम क्या है?
प्रिंस दोले।
प्रिंस दोले, अमित, and thank you so much for this. It's really nice.
You know this place? Majuli.
Majuli, I loved this place. Very nice. Beautiful place. Take this roads to this place which is known as Dhakwa Khana, and from Dhakwa Khana I'll take that road and go to Dhemaji, and from Dhemaji following NH 515 I will go to Sila Pathar. That will be my route further to Digboi. That will be the border of Arunachal and Assam. Reached at a diversion where from Sonari Chapri 6, Dhakwa Khana 21, Gogamukh 59 and Machuka 40. So this is Kherkatia bridge on a Kherkatia river. As it was very hot and I was also going through pain and torture because of excessive sweat and scorching heat, I also chose to remain silent. I sat under a shed roadside. After cleaning it, I opened my laptop, copied my data, had some sprouts because that was the only thing which was available with me. This is when a boy came and meet me.
पहली बार साइकिलिंग से मिल रहा हूँ, इसलिए अच्छा लग रहा है।
Okay, good. Thank you so much. After taking rest for almost 2 hours, I covered some distance and reached this place which is known as Sonari Chapari, Sonari Chapari. This was the time when the students were going home from the school. These pink color and black color bicycles are donated by the government of Assam. बढ़िया. New system of irrigating the fields is changing the agricultural landscape completely. It has a solar panel on the top and a motor installed inside, and with the sunlight, though it's very cloudy, but still that is working, and that's so unique about it. I really like it. I wish this kind of things we can have in our homes and generate enough electricity for zero bills. How beautiful this place is. It's a river which I'm crossing. Really beautiful, man. I was asking for this, but he says not having it. ये कितने का है?
20 रुपया।
एक दे दो, है आपके पास? Purchase this one. I think it's better to have something from not having anything. ये जो स्टील वाला है, पूरा सीट कितने का आएगा?
180 रुपया।
180 रुपए का पूरा सीट आ जाएगा। मेरी साइकिल में लगेगा? लग जाएगा। लग जाएगा इसमें। मेरे को मस्त लग रहा है वो देखने में, ऐसा लगता है वो ज़्यादा अच्छा है ना। KHEJUA Khajwat Tenali. I was cycling, meeting with the locals. Hello. Hi. So that's the time of a school's holiday. Hello. Hi.
Please subscribe करना इसको। Subscribe करना। Please like subscribe करना।
Okay. Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Very tired and hungry, looking for some food. Trying to find out, not finding it. See, no shop nearby. When I looked into the sky, dark clouds gathered. They were so dark that it made me remember the story of Rani Joymati once again. The same kind of clouds that might have witnessed Rani Joymati's final moments. It's very cloudy, it will rain heavily. I was very hungry, searching for food, but could not find. 3 o'clock, it's been 15 minutes, I'm searching for food, not finding. Very strange. Town is 4 kilometers. Let's go and see if I can find something there. My soul is screaming for food. I have entered to Hakua Khana. Hello. Some program is happening there. So this is Dhakua Khana city, and you can see the vibes of a busy street or busy city here. I need to ask from the locals for the food. Let's see what they say. And when God made a perfect plan for me. On a shop, I stopped and I asked, where can I find roti and sabji? He said he has. So when the rain started pouring heavily, I took shelter in a small shop. As I sat there eating roti and sabji, followed by a cup of tea, and I was looking around outside, where because of the rain, everything came to a halt, I thought about how Rani Joymati endured with the pain without even the comfort of shelter or food. They must have kept her hungry. She must have bleeding and having all the pain in her body. How could she stay silent? But she did. She stayed silent until she breathed her last. Through all of this, she was able to give some time to her husband Gadapani so that he can prepare and return to Assam. It was exactly the same when the death of Rani Joymati, the king Gadapani returned and defeated the Lora Raja. That was the fruit of her sacrifice. It was similar to the fruit of my sacrifice which I had after the rain. The weather became pleasant. From here I am taking the straight route. This will be going through different villages from Katpuri, Majkhova, Cherali, Kachri Pathar. The distance will be 26 kilometers. It's quite doable. When I was riding, I saw hundreds of pumpkins. They were there on the shops. Lots of pumpkins are grown here in this area. Lots of. They must be supplying it somewhere else. All the pumpkins. Hello. ये मछली पकड़ रहे हैं खुद पानी में घुस के. Hello. Very good, very good. Yeah. Oh, good, good. Okay. The woman going to her farms, having something on her head. Really can't identify what is that. Those are the kettles grazing the grass. What a view, isn't it great? I think this place a lot because of lots of greenery around. See how beautiful this place is. What do you say about it? Isn't it amazing? That's a house belongs to a family and somebody is standing on the door. Liking this tree, which is dry, maybe a dead one, but it has its own beauty. See how beautiful this house is. It has one old building, one new building, one small shed in which they keep the cattle food, and one of the cow is tied outside. It's a picture perfect scene. How a tractor is going, having a trolley behind it. That farmer is bringing their cattle back home in the evening. Every day in the morning they go and tie them in the ground, and then in the evening they take them back. So the same thing is happening right now. Another farmer is bringing the cattle back home. Sun is setting behind those clouds. What I have observed, the kind of houses were there in the morning, it's completely changed. Now they don't have that platform at the bottom. Check this. They have started building big houses, all with concrete, no bamboo. and no mud over there. And this is what told to me by them when I was talking this morning. As evening approached at 7:15 p.m., I was able to reach to a petrol pump. The manager was not there, but the locals themselves called him up and got the permission for my stay.
हो जाएगा
कितना दिन हो गया असम में?
असम में आए हुए तो आज 4 दिन हुए हैं।
से खाना आपको
खाने का
हाँ।
पर भूख नहीं है, मैंने लेट खाना खाया, 4 बजे खाया है। जितने भी लोग मैं देख रहा था सब पान खाते हैं, क्यों? कुछ खास बात है?
खास बात ये ट्रेडिशनल है आसाम का।
हाँ,
हम लोग तो आसाम का लोग सब
तो इसको कुछ खा के मज़ा आता है, क्या होता है?
मुंह में जो गंदगी है वो नहीं आता, बाहर नहीं आता है।
दांत खराब नहीं हो जाएगा?
दांत तो खराब होता है,
हाँ,
उसका मजा ही कुछ अलग है।
मज़ा कुछ है।
हाँ, मजा
कुछ तो मज़ा है,
कुछ तो मजा है।
सभी लोग खा रहे हैं।
सभी लोग खा रहे हैं।
समझा।
विजय दत्त।
अच्छा, विजय दत्त।
मेरा नीरन पांगी है।
जान सोई किया
Okay.
असम का है हम।
Okay, photo ले रहे हैं, रुकिए. Not only this, they brought some vegetables, gave it to the petrol pump staff so that they can cook it for me. हाँ,
आज का दिन हमारा अब हमारा मेहमान।
खुशी हुई बात. Thank you.
हाँ, thank you.
विनोद भाई. नए दोस्तों के साथ डिनर हो रहा है आज का. आपका नाम क्या है दोस्त? धीरज और वो नीरज. Okay, this is the food for tonight. This kindness reminded me that Joymati's legacy lives on in the heart of Assamese people. Just like here, these strangers, they helped a traveling cyclist. Joymati helped her entire kingdom by choosing the pain over the betrayal. Today, Jaringa Pathar stands as a witness to Joymati's unshakable bravery. A memorial has been built which is called Joymati Udyan, which is there in Sivsagar. In 1935, her story became India's first Assamese language film, named as Joymati, which was made by legendary filmmaker Jyoti Prasad. What I learned today, as I ended my day, having covered 53.9 km at an average speed of 13.9 km per hour, having a total expenses of 70 rupee, I realized something profound. The true strength, it is not always shown with the swords or by covering the long distances on a bicycle. Sometimes it is the silence of a woman who gives everything for her people. Sometimes it is in the kindness of strangers who help a tired traveler. This is not just a story from the past or a cycling adventure from the present. It is a reminder that whether you are in 17th century queen or a 21st century cyclist, courage comes in many forms. And the land of Assam teaches you that every single day. The roads I cycled on today have witnessed centuries of stories. And as I pedaled forward towards my destination, Australia, I will carry with me the spirit of Joymati, the queen who chose sacrifice over surrender, silence over betrayal, and love over life itself. This is what I have learned today, that every journey, whether on a bicycle or through life, is made meaningful by the stories of those who walked before us and the kindness of those who walk alongside us. If you like this kind of a story of my journey, then subscribe to my channel World Wanderer Cycling on a Budget and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of my videos first. Majuli Island, it is dying by 2040, and that is a very sad story. I have made a video with lots of insights, with lots of information about Majuli Island. If you have not seen that video, I'm giving you the link here. After this video, go and watch that. And those who have supported me on my journey, their names are given here. Please say them thank you on my behalf. That's all for now. With the message of remembering Rani Joymati forever in my life, this is the time to say goodbye. Please take care. Have a nice time.